Self-love make a nigga change what he eatin'. Thinking about going vegan. Overworking on the weekends. Kept my distance from a couple friends.
My name is Kingsley Feddi from New Jersey. I am a music artist, hip-hop artist, chef, investor, entrepreneur, the whole package, man, the whole package. Art to me is simply perspective and expression, along with emotion, and a way to output that so that we can relate and cross and understand others' perspectives in a way. What makes me an artist, especially a music artist, is that, well, number one is expression, the output of expression. My biggest expression that comes to art, I've learned about myself, is written. Write it out. Write it out is my biggest expression. Also being vocal, speaking on it. Expressing myself as far as on different frequencies, whether it's a melody, whether it's a certain aggression with how I talk. But that helps me to get all that energy out. That's how I channel my artistic energy.
Got me zoning, lock me in a moment. Got me zoning, lock me in a moment. Call me, I'm on it. I won't need to the morning. Got me zoning, lock me in a moment. Modern day Lex Luger, King cock back, shoot it like a Ruger. You know I got the drive, hit me for a tuner. Even in the dreams, I'm a Feddi.
Lock Me was inspired by simply being in the moment in which you realize these deep feelings that you have for another person, another woman, for a woman, another man. It's the moment when the eyes lock and your hormones start going, man, and the fantasies start going, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a part of life. Everyone has it. Those who's been married for years and years always will remember it, but I feel as though a lot of us is not completely conscious to it in the moment that it's happening. So Lock Me definitely was to hone in and express more about that moment. So that's definitely like the keys behind Lock Me. That's what inspired that.
I ain't insecure, I got self-love, self-love, self-love.
What's next for Kingsley? Definitely an album, Book of Kingsley. Book of Kingsley has a two meaning. It's definitely my story from me being adopted at a young age, me being born in a prison cell, to nearly my life being lost to being here where I am now. And also it's also I would say the laws of self-love and how to love yourself, and how I was able to find self-love through all the turmoil that I was going through. So it's definitely like a story, and definitely meant to be inspired and to help the next person who is in need of trying to find who they are and the things that they're going through.
Each time that I fall, you there. Every time I think I finally understand what it means, which is why my mother's love come before everything. I wanna show my mother I finally made it. I gotta show my mother that I'm the greatest. I like to show my mother what she created. Yes, lady, you appreciate it. I like to show
my father was a cartel. My mom was one of his smugglers. She would smuggle drugs from New Jersey, Thailand to Nigeria. At the point of time, when she was pregnant with me, she was doing a route and was smuggling drugs into Thailand. She was apprehended there. She was in Thailand for about a year. Within that year, I was born, and then 11 months after I spent there. Then was a move to the United States, where she served the rest of her time in federal prison, and I was put immediately into foster care. I was adopted about 9 years later by the woman who's known as Lachey Wilson. We call her Miss Shuggy. And I have 3 other brothers, 1 sister, who are also all adopted, but we treat each other as if we all came out the same womb, man. My mom, I really feel as though another purpose of me to like really get big into music is to somehow, some way, my music touches her, who I am touches her, and I'm able to reconnect with her, because though, you know, I've had a mother who has passed 3 years ago, or 4 years now, God rest her soul, it's still a small void, you know, like you just want to, it's a void of wanting to know who you really came from. And I feel as though music can help me fill that void by my music becoming that big and reaching her, and we reconnecting and that void being filled. So that's my story. That's what drives me. That's what Book of Kingsley is about. That's what my whole life motivation is about. And I will succeed. I will succeed at that, hands down.